You're watching The Dead Skeleton Show.
It's the Dead Skeleton Show. The Dead Skeleton Show. Starring Swampy, Stubby, Esmeralda, the Boogeyman, and the Dead Skeleton. It's the Dead Skeleton Show. The Dead Skeleton Show.
The Dead Skeleton Show.
Welcome to the Dead Skeleton Show. I am your host, the Dead Skeleton. And today we are honoring the life of who?
Pee-wee!
Pee-wee Herman. Pee-wee Herman. I'm sorry, you guys. I haven't been able to do shows lately. I was going to do a show last week, but I was a little bit too sad about what happened. So I kind of put it off. And, you know, I've also been kind of busy.
With what?
Your mom! You screwed up the joke, Scary Larry. It was supposed to be busy doing what? Do it again.
Okay.
I've been kind of busy.
Well, kind of busy doing what?
No, not kind of busy doing. Busy doing what is the line, okay? Ready?
Rewind.
I've been busy.
Busy doing what?
Your mom!
Hey-o!
Dang there, we got it right. Okay, third time's a charm. Jeez Louise. How is everyone doing out there in YouTube land? It is good to see you once again, Scary.
Thank you. Good to see you.
What have you been up to?
Your mom. You know,
Besides my mom, what have you been up to?
going to Comic-Cons and going to Midsummer Scream.
Oh, you're right. We went to
honoring-
Midsummer Scream.
Yeah.
How was that? Did you enjoy that?
I had a great time.
I heard that you know, Dr. Tube was there too, right?
Yes, he was.
Wasn't Dr. Tube at Comic-Con as well?
Yes, we were. Both of us. Yeah, both Comic-Con and Midsummer Scream.
All right. So, what was your favorite part of Midsummer Scream?
Midsummer. You know what? I mean, it was just an experience. You know, going in the back area where all the
In the back area. What
yeah.
did you do in the back area?
Your mom. Hit the button.
No.
No, it was just a really cool experience. They had all the lights and it was just really cool there. And, you know, seeing all the cosplayers, and it was a great time. Seeing our friends, Grim Life Collective.
What do you have in your mouth there? What is this?
Grim Life Collective.
Oh, look at this. It's a Grim Life Collective
So shout out to Grim Life.
pin. That's pretty cool. Shout out. And they also gave us one of these bad booty stickers. Check
You
this
got
out.
a bad booty.
A bad booty sticker. Oh my goodness, look at this. You know, we're going to be showing the video later on in the week. The boogeyman,
Oh, I remember
he got
this.
a hemorrhoid at the
Yeah.
he got some guy made him a balloon hemorrhoid,
We'll
and here it
explain
is
it
right
to you.
here. The balloon hemorrhoid is in my hand. Oh my goodness, get the preparation H. Esmeralda, she's waving me on. What's up, Esmeralda?
What's up, Ezzy?
How are you doing? Yes, the pun perfecter. What did you leave, pun perfecter? What is your pun? Can you repeat it for me? You just want me to find it? Can't you just tell me the pun, Esmeralda?
Pee-wee's life was a theater, I guess. He came and went. Pun intended.
He came. No,
I
Rob,
even had some better ones.
pun perfecter. Come on, man. We've got to show this guy some respect. He's a dead man. The corpse is barely even cold. For crying out
corpsing.
loud, man. He's corpsing.
He's corpsing.
You and Alex now talking about horrible stuff. Okay, you had some jokes. I
had some
asked
Pee-wee
Scary
jokes.
Larry to come up with some respectful jokes about Pee-wee Herman. Let's see how he did, okay? None of the dirty jokes, Scary Larry, okay? You make sure they're good jokes.
Did
good
you
jokes.
hear about the Pee Wee Herman clothing sale?
The Pee-wee Herman clothing sale? I did not hear about that.
His pants were half off.
Scary Larry, this is not...
Come on, we love you, Pee Wee.
We do love Pee-wee Herman. In fact, look at this. I've got my Pee-wee Herman action figure here. I've also got my Pee-wee Herman
Let's hear
doll.
him talk.
Check it out. My Pee-wee Herman doll action figure. Let's see if the Pee-wee Herman doll still works. It does not still work. What was that?
Try it again.
What was that, Pee-wee? What did you say?
Shut up.
I know you are, but what am I?
I know you are, but what am I? Hey, did everybody watch our sketch?
Did you watch our sketch? Which
You know, in
sketch?
front of the house, in the Pee Wee house.
Oh, that's right. We did. We did show a
Yeah.
Pee-wee sketch.
So
In
if
fact,
you want to watch that after this.
look at this. I've got some. Oh, that's not what I wanted to show first.
have
Hold
that
on.
picture.
Hold on. Image slide. No, that's not what I wanted to show either.
I have that picture too.
Oh man, I'm all out of order. Hold on, oh no, that's not what I wanted to show either. I'm screwing it up. I'm showing everybody in advance. Hold on, where are we going? Here we go. This is what I was gonna say. We have many Pee Wee Herman videos up on our catalog.
Yes, we do.
Our large, immensive, girthy catalog.
How many
We've
videos
got.
are we up to?
We're up to like 1,500 and some videos.
That's not counting
okay?
the shorts.
No,
with
that
the-
isn't including the shorts.
Well, minus the
Not including the
Minecraft
shorts.
stuff.
Probably about 450.
That's still a lot.
It's still a lot. I've got marbles in my mouth. I'm having trouble speaking, so please forgive
Not
me.
your mom and
I'm a
me.
little bit choked up here. But look at this. We've done several videos over the years.
Hey,
This video, wait a moment. This video was for Easter. Do you remember? We went to the Cabazon dinosaurs.
Wasn't the dinosaur dressed like
One
an
of the
Easter bunny?
You're right.
Yeah.
Look, if you look at the picture,
Yeah,
you can
I
see
see
that,
it.
and you can find that video somewhere on our channel if you look hard enough. And then we've got this other one with Stubby. Stubby went there when the Cabazon dinosaurs were dressed for Halloween.
That's cool.
You can see, I think the one was dressed up as Superman, and the other one was a pumpkin. And then this one right here, this is the video you were
That's the
talking
video
about.
we just put up.
We just put it up a couple days ago. When did we film that? Do you remember?
Maybe during COVID.
Like 3 years ago, during the beginning of COVID, you and I went out. Look at how clean the Scary Larry
he's so
puppet looks. He looks
I've kind of
brand
fallen
new.
apart.
And you've destroyed him over the years. But that is why that footage looks so
This is why I'm
pristine.
scary.
And look, and here we go. There is Pee Wee Herman.
I have that same picture.
Do you see that right there? He's got a copy of the book, Don't Let the Dead Bugs Bite.
Written by Steve.
We actually met him outside the back of a theater. I know that sounds bad, but we actually did. He was performing. He was performing. What was he doing? He was talking about his movie.
We watched Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
You're right. We
It was a
watched
screening.
Pee-wee's Big
And
Adventure.
He was the guest.
It was a screening, and then he did like a question
Like
and
a
answer
Q&A.
afterwards. Right there, he
Yeah.
is, and doing the
He
question
was
and
really-
answer.
You know what though? He was really a nice guy.
He was a nice guy. He was really fun. I've actually met him a couple times.
I know.
Several times.
Several.
Have you ever met? Oh, you met him in the back there
I
with
met him
me.
in the back of the
You met him in
theater.
the
We
back
don't
of the
talk
theater
about
with
what
me.
happened there.
What happened there? We got nice pictures of
Yeah.
him with the book,
He held
right?
up the book. He said hi to us. He said thank you to us. I
Right,
remember.
right. Yes. And what else did he
was
do?
a super nice man.
He was a very
Remember?
super.
Well, after the real theater incident.
Yes.
I remember he showed up like a couple weeks later on the MTV Movie
You're right.
Awards.
He goes, heard any
and he
good
goes,
jokes
"Heard any
lately?
Good jokes lately. And
Right.
you know what? And everybody forgave him.
That's right. Everybody.
You
Well,
know?
you know what?
He did. You know what I read though?
What?
He wasn't bothering anybody. He was by himself. He did nothing wrong. You know, he wasn't hurting anybody, and
Right. We can't.
You know.
We can't pretend it didn't happen because it happened, and a lot
It
of
did
people.
happen.
He actually made light of it too, so I think he was okay with it eventually.
yeah.
But you know
And
what?
everyone cheered his ass
People
off.
are people. We all make mistakes. Everything,
I mean,
you know. Who knows?
You've probably jerked it off.
You know what? Multiple times, not in the theater, and I've never been caught. Thank goodness, Scary Larry. Okay, I'm sure
Oh.
you're guilty of the same thing. Jeez
Guilty.
Louise. Anyway, let's move on from that. Okay,
I love
want to
that
talk
story.
about the first time that I met him. Check this out. Look
And
at this.
tell the story.
Oh,
of-
hold on. So again, I was a big fan of Pee Wee Herman. If you look, this is way back when they had, before they restarted painting the dinosaurs. This was like the original coats, I think, or one of the original
Let me
coats.
get
This
clo- let
picture's
me-
like
you know what?
15,
Let
20
me
years
get
old.
Proctologist Jason to come in.
You
want to
get proctologist Jason? Take a closer
Hey,
look,
guys.
proctologist Jason.
That's
You see
really
that?
cool.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
That's cool. And then we've got, when they repainted them a couple years after that,
They look cleaner and yeah, it looks much
they look
better.
a little bit cleaner, right?
Yeah.
And then, there I am.
Wow.
This is back in 2005. This is the very first time I met Pee Wee Herman. Check it out. It says, "Hi, Steve." That was me
Who's
in my
Steve?
mortal form. In
Oh.
fact, the picture doesn't exactly have, the dead skeleton's face on it. It's got my mortal form, Steve, right?
And it is Steve.
But I didn't want to show that to the world because I
can't
don't want to
show
do a
Steve.
face reveal here. Okay, I'm not that.
Who's Steve?
I'm not that weird yet. Okay,
You already are weird.
I'm not ready to reveal my human form to the
You have a human
people of
form?
YouTube. I do.
I didn't know that.
Yes, it's half the time I'm Steve.
Steve.
Steve is not so cool, believe me. The dead skeleton is very cool.
Yeah.
Steve, not so much.
Kind of like proctologist Jason and Scary
So
Larry.
I used my powers of Photoshop and I put my
funny.
skeleton form on that
And
picture.
didn't he also sign? You posted something on the face space. Didn't he sign a picture? Scream real loud. You didn't.
Oh, that's right. I've got that too.
A
You're right.
drawing?
You're kind of getting ahead of me.
Oh,
Okay, so
sorry.
we've got that, right? I did do a drawing of Pee Wee Herman that I posted on Instagram. Look at
amazing.
that. Check it out. I drew that picture, and that was signed by Pee Wee Herman. And look at it. It says, "Hi, Steve. Scream real loud. Your pal, Pee Wee Herman,"
your
right?
friend.
He was
Aw.
my pal.
Yeah.
I tell you what, he was one of the nicest guys I've ever met. Celebrity-wise, he made everyone in the line feel good. He said like a little joke here and there. He was such a cool guy. He really was.
Like Jeff Goldblum.
Kind of like
Yeah.
Jeff Goldblum is a close number 2, okay?
Yeah.
In fact,
He's
maybe
my number 1.
you know what? He might be number 1 only because he did a special greeting for my wife Esmeralda when she had kidney stones. So, but I still liked Pee Wee Herman, so I'm going to say a tie between Pee Wee Herman and Jeff Goldblum as the nicest 2 celebrities you'll ever meet, okay?
Indeed you must.
Indeed you must, yes. Jeff Goldblum also posed
Look at-
with
you know
my
what's
book,
funny?
Don't
Look,
Let the Dead Bugs
You know
Bite,
what's
right?
funny? Look,
What?
I'm Pee Wee. Look at this.
Oh yes, that's right. You look exactly like Pee Wee Herman.
Oh,
And then
Esmeralda's trying to say
Esmeralda
something.
would like to say something. Yes, Esmeralda.
Say hello to Voodoo Jeppy. He's from France.
Hello, Voodoo Jeppy. Bonjour, bonjour.
Bonjour,
From France. Do you remember that scene? Remember that scene in Pee Wee's Big Adventure when Simone, au revoir, Pee Wee, au revoir. Do you remember that? And then there was Andy. Do you remember Andy?
Andy?
Andy ran around with the big bone and tried to like conk Pee Wee Herman on the head with the bone.
Yes, indeed.
One of the greatest movies of all time. I swear, it's one of my favorites.
I asked you this the other day. Scary Larry, me. I texted the Dead Skeleton the other day. I said, "Isn't Pee Wee Herman the reason kind of why you do this show?"
He kind of is. He's an inspiration. So my inspirations for this show are probably 3, right?
Pee Wee.
We got Pee Wee Herman, obviously, Pee Wee's Playhouse. Duh, right?
Sven Gulli.
Then we've got Sven Gulli, right? Because when I was young, I used to watch, there's a horror host in Chicago named Sven Gulli, right?
He still does it, right?
He still does it now, and I've met him a couple times. He's very cool, but I used to watch the horror movies like The Wolfman and The Creature from the Black Lagoon. I used to watch them on Fox.
Very cool.
Fox Channel 32 in Chicago, right? And then the third one, obviously, is the Muppets, because we've got all these puppets here. So I would say
I'm not
the
a puppet, I'm
Muppets,
real.
Pee Wee Herman, Sven Gulli. You're not a Muppet, you're real?
Yes, I'm real.
I don't think you're made well enough to be a Muppet, Scary Larry.
I get around.
You do get around. It looks like you've been in the back of some truck or something, rolling around.
I was in the back of that theater with Pee Wee. Hey-oh. We love you, Pee Wee.
Yes.
You wanna hear it?
We love you, Pee Wee.
We do.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, I got another joke.
What's your other joke?
What baseball team does Pee Wee Herman like?
What baseball team does Pee Wee Herman like?
The Yankees. You liked it.
That is a good joke.
Thank you.
Esmeralda,
We love you,
yes.
Pee Wee.
CTR Nitro Fueled Master says E.G. Daily, the voice of Tommy from Rugrats, is actually in Pee Wee's Big Adventure.
That's right,
That's
E.G.
the
Daily.
girlfriend.
Yes, correct. Yes.
Isn't that what's her name?
That's Dottie.
Dottie. Yeah, that's Dottie. Hey yo.
Yes, Dottie's in there. Yes. Is there anything else
I saw an
besides
interview
that?
with Dottie the other day, and she said she loved she loved Paul.
Voodoo GP says bonjour.
Bonjour again. I never met Dottie, but I did meet. I think her name
Large
is
Mark?
Lynn Stewart. I think.
kidding.
Or no, it's Miss Yvonne. I met Miss Yvonne at the same time that I met Pee Wee Herman, and actually, Miss Yvonne, she gave me a picture. She liked my drawing so much.
The one of
And
Pee
she
Wee?
goes, yes, the one
Oh,
of
nice.
Pee Wee. And she goes, I need to give you a gift from the magical queen of Puppetland. And she said, who should I sign it out to? I still have this. If I had more time, I would have gone into my storage locker and I would have dug up. I have treasure troves of Pee Wee Herman artifacts, okay? So yes, she actually signed me an autograph from Miss Yvonne from
Nice.
Puppetland.
And who did she play?
Miss Yvonne from Puppetland. Miss Yvonne.
I have to see a picture.
She's the girl in the pink. You don't remember
Oh
her?
yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes,
okay.
yes. And then also, this is another good story. So you know John B died a couple years ago, right? Do you remember John B? John B was the he was the genie. He was the genie,
genie, yeah.
that used to grant Pee Wee Herman a wish,
On the
right?
Playhouse.
And he would say Mecca Lecca Hi, Mecca Heiny Ho, right? And then he would grant Pee Wee's wish. Well, anyway, he passed away a couple years ago. And on eBay, he had an estate sale, okay? And I've been watching some shirts of Jambi for like the last 6 or 7 months. They've been up there. And I've been kind of like, well, should I buy one? Should I not buy one? And I was thinking about it. They were kind of expensive. But I wanted to get one, but then I wanted to get two. I wanted to get one to wear, and then I wanted one to save forever, okay? But then I was like, well, I don't want to spend $80 or something like that for shirts. Yes. I'm like, what should I do? Well, I have to buy one of them eventually. And then Pee-wee died. So the first thing that came to my mind, besides Jared, remember Jared? Our friend Jared, he told me 10 years ago, he goes, Pee-wee Herman died. And I go, no, he didn't. And my heart was broken. And then we found out that he wasn't dead, okay? That's the first thing I thought of when I heard that Pee-wee Herman died. I thought of Jared. Number two, I thought of the zombie shirt that I had to have. And guess what? It was still on eBay. Check this out. I got this. This is an original zombie t-shirt. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? I got it yesterday in the mail. Zombie t-shirt. And it was also pictured with, his name's John Paragon. He was the actor that played Zombie. It was also, there was a picture, and in this caption it said, the picture is not included, right? Okay, but guess what? It was included. Look at this. I also got this picture of Zombie. This is what I think John Paragon used to sign. He used to autograph these at like autograph shows and stuff. So I got that. And then also, I've got another good story here. Look at this. When I was a kid, I used to read Mad Magazine a lot, right?
So did Proctologist Jason.
My favorite issue was the Pee-wee Herman issue, right? I have a story. I was in Cornucopia, Wisconsin, and I was reading my Pee-wee Herman Mad Magazine, and guess what happened?
You ran into Pee-wee?
My sister wanted to read it, okay? This is a true story, and I still have this magazine. It's also in storage, okay?
Okay.
She grabbed it from me and she ripped the cover off of my favorite Mad Magazine. But guess what?
You found
I found one on eBay. Thank goodness for eBay. Look at this.
How much?
It was only like $15.
Not too bad.
I got it right after. You know what? Now they're expensive. I was able to get it before the hype.
After Pee-wee.
Before the hype. See, I've been watching these things for a long time. I had my whole eBay, wish list, right? So I'm like, boom, buy this, boom, buy this, boom, buy this, boom, buy this.
Boom,
and luckily I bought everything before everybody else did. I wanted to buy, you know what I never bought? I never bought the Pee-wee's Playhouse set, and I was going to buy one of those. And about 3 weeks ago, you could have bought one probably for about $150. And now guess how much? They're like $300 and $400. I'm so upset. So if anyone at home wants to give me their Pee-wee Herman Pee-wee's Playhouse play set, I would gladly adopt it from you.
Do you have the DVD of Pee-wee's Playhouse?
I have the DVD.
Yeah, I saw it on sale.
I never bought the Blu-rays. The Blu-rays are out of this world expensive now, too. Those are out of print. So the Blu-rays, I always thought that they would reprint them. Pee-wee Herman himself, when there was an interview, okay, when the Blu-rays first came out about 7 or 8 years ago,
right?
He goes, "This is not the definitive set." He said, "This is all, it's remastered and the songs," but he also implied that there was going to be another version of the Blu-ray that had like extra bonus scenes and extra cutout stuff. I can't remember where I heard this interview. But he goes, "I'm planning on doing another set in the future that includes all the behind-the-scenes stuff," right? So I didn't buy that Blu-ray set back then,
that was going to come out,
knowing, or I really thought that it was going to be coming out, and I never bought it. And now I don't know if it'll ever come out. It was Shout Factory. They make DVDs. I don't know if they still do it anymore. But you know what? Who knows? The footage might be lost forever. Then we might never get to see the hidden scenes.
You know what was crazy?
What?
When we were at Comic-Con a couple weeks, San Diego Comic-Con.
Yes.
Remember we saw that Pee-wee doll?
I do remember it. Yes.
Booth?
That's right.
And that was like, what?
That was a couple of weeks ago. There's going to be a
was
Toonie Terrors, or not Tiny Terrors. It's usually Toonie Terrors, but it's like Toonie something for NECA.
Was it the NECA booth?
They didn't have it yet. It's not for sale yet. It's coming out soon. But
you know what? You better get it as soon as it comes
I better
out.
get it as soon as it comes out. Although, you know what? People are going to forget about this in a couple of weeks.
You won't.
You're right. They're not going to be they're hyped up about it, but I'm still going to get it. I'm hoping.
That's a collector's item.
I'm hoping that they release like one of the big figures,
Yeah,
right?
I saw
Like an ultimate Pee-wee Herman. That's what I have to have. An ultimate Pee-wee Herman. That would be the best. Okay, now I'm exhausted.
Can I say one thing?
Yes, say one thing.
You know what one of my favorite Pee-wee Herman sketches ever was?
What's that?
When he was on Jimmy Kimmel and he went to Banana Land.
Yes, he went to Banana Land. And guess what? I asked him about this in this interview that I kind of teased on Instagram.
You did?
I did. I asked him about Banana Land. Before we go to these videos, I purchased these cameos from Paul Rubens.
Nice.
About 3 years ago, okay? And my original intention was I was going to chop it up and I was going to do an interview with him, right? I say something and then I was
And
going
then
to
he
use his
answers.
response. And then at some point, right around then, Cameo changed their terms
And
of
then you couldn't
service.
do that?
And you're not allowed to like alter. Yeah, their new terms were like you can't alter the
Boo.
video, you can't do anything like that. I'm like the first couple I did Ernie Hudson and I did Zach. What's
Zach
Zach?
Galifian.
Not Zach. Yeah, from the Gremlins. I did them, not Zach Galligan, not Gaff.
Okay,
You're
Galligan.
thinking of like Galifianakis, right?
Galifianakis.
No, it's
Yeah.
Zach.
Galligan.
Yes, Zach Galligan from Gremlins. I did that one, right? And I did Ernie Hudson. I was going to do Pee Wee Herman, but then I read the terms and it said you couldn't do it anymore. But now I think I can show this. I'm going to show it anyway because who cares? Pee Wee Herman
It's
is gone.
Pee-wee.
This video needs to be seen because it was a special,
No
is
one's
a
seen
custom video for the Dead Skeleton and for Steve. I got two of them. Two of them, one for Steve, one for Dead Skeleton, different questions each time. He was very cool. But before I go to that, Esmeralda, was there something you wanted to say?
Yes.
Yes.
Voodoo Japet, do you have a coffin bank?
Do I have a coffin bank?
Who would like to know?
I don't believe I have a coffin bank.
I wasn't sure if you did.
He wasn't sure if I did?
I was.
You weren't sure if I did. I have one of those banks where you can feed it the penny and it gobbles the thing up, right? But I don't think I have a coffin bank. That's Stubby's. Yes, you're right. Okay, anyhow, was anything else?
What do OJ and Pee Wee have in common?
What do OJ and Pee Wee have in common?
They were both arrested for abusing their loved ones.
Oh my god. Okay, enough
And
of
on
the.
that note,
These
I'm
are
gonna slide
horrible
out of
jokes.
here.
Where are you? Are you like on the dark web or something? What the hell's wrong with you, Scary?
And I'm gonna slide out of here.
What's that? He's talking about something else. It's a dirty joke, Esmeralda. Okay, don't encourage him and don't ask him. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, slide on out of here because I'm going to show this interview video for the first time, never before seen.
Exclusive.
I'm going to show this. It is a video from Paul Rubens to Steve. Here we go. We'll do Steve first and then we'll do the Dead Skeleton. Here we go. Ready? Let's be quiet so we can hear what he's saying.
Hello, Steve. May I call you Steve? Too late, I just did. Hello, Steve. I understand Large Marge sent you. You little name dropper. Well, you certainly have a lot of questions, so let me start right now. Could I tell you my favorite scary story? I could, but I won't. I'm just kidding. It was on a night just like this many years ago. Cold and rainy, pitch dark. I was driving my Pee Wee mobile along a country road in the middle of nowhere when all of a sudden, around a curve, out jumped you, Steve! Ah! Very scary to those who know you. Anyway, Steve, listen. Will I ever journey back to Banana Land? Bring my machete? No and no. Why do I dislike fruitcake so much? I just do, Steve. No reason. Have you tasted any fruitcake? Oh, I'm sorry. Is that fruitcake you're eating right now? You know, you are a bit of a fruitcake, and that's from me. Takes one to know one. Anyway, lastly, today's secret word, Steve. Steve. S-T-E-V-E. Steve! Secret word! Scream real loud whenever you hear it, Steve. And this video was booked for you, I think you know, by Steve Zmina. Happy holidays, Steve.
Oh my goodness, isn't that amazing? Wasn't that like one of the greatest videos of all time, Scary Larry? Where did you go, Scary Larry?
Hey!
Wasn't that a great video?
That was amazing.
It's
I was
amazing.
watching.
You were watching it.
Yeah.
Okay. Today's secret word is Steve. So whenever you say Steve, you have to scream real loud. Okay, let's try it. My alternate name is what?
Steve.
Ah! Your mom. I have to scream on.
And
There we
it
go.
has the Pee Wee laugh in it.
It does have Pee Wee's laugh. Okay, so we've got one
And
more
you had one
video
more that
here.
was given to you by the dead,
This
the
one
dead
is
skeleton.
this one is for the Dead Skeleton, right? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Video number 2.
Ooh.
Hello, Dead Skeleton. This is from Steve Zamina. How did I come up with Pee Wee Herman? Well, there's something called the internet now that I've talked extensively about that. But since you asked, here's how I came up with it. The name came from a little harmonica I had that was about an inch long that said Pee Wee on it. And I knew a kid when I was growing up whose name was Herman, his last name. That's the story. I love that story. The inspiration for Large Marge? Gee, it was a long time ago. I couldn't tell you the exact inspiration. I didn't know someone named Large Marge, and I didn't hear a ghost story like that. I made it up! Hey, it's all true that I went to CalArts with Katie Segal, that's my college, and the Hoff, David Hasselhoff. David, come here! We live together now, but he doesn't want to... He's camera shy. I'm so sorry. And the rumor that I was supposed to be in Ghostbusters? Just a rumor. A rumor that has become legend. But false. Thanks for asking.
Awesome.
Oh my goodness, that was awesome, right? That was awesome. So that's probably the only time I'm ever going to show these. You guys can watch it on the replay, of course.
It'll be on YouTube.
But isn't
forever.
that amazing? Amazing! Oh my goodness! And it cost me a pretty penny, but it was worth every cent. I'll tell you what.
That was your interaction with him.
That was it. So,
Yeah.
so I did meet him. Oh, I also did meet him. Check this out right here. I did meet him at the Monster Palooza a couple years ago. Wow. This has a good story too. If you notice, in my hand is a kiwi, right? It's Kiwi Herman. I was gonna do a custom figure, right? Kiwi Herman, and I kind of gave it to him, and he kind of no-sold it. He's kind of like, oh no, I get it. And then he started talking to Stubby, and then I'm like, oh man, Pee-wee dissed me. He didn't like my Kiwi Herman, but he's so cool. He kind of played it off like he wouldn't, like, oh yeah, that's great. And then he started talking to Stubby, and then he's like, because Stubby's a little child back then, right? And he's like, so excited.
Anymore.
He was so nice to Stubby. He was so nice to me, and we got our picture with him, and it was great. It was a great time. Great time. Nice. Every time I met him, it was amazing. It was so cool. So rest in peace, Pee-wee Herman. You will be missed. You have no idea how influential
There's a huge fan base.
you were when I was, you can ask anybody in my life, my entire life growing up. What's your favorite movie? Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Always will be.
I would say it in high school. I'd say it in college. People are like, what was your favorite movie? Pee-wee's Big Adventure. What the hell's wrong with you? And I'd be like, it's the funniest movie I've ever seen. What can I tell you? And they'd make fun of me, and they'd make fun of, like, when I said I went to the theater and I saw him, they made fun of that. But guess what? Screw you guys. Pee-wee Herman is the man, right? Pee-wee Herman, rest in peace. We love you, Pee-wee Herman.
Life.
Thank you so much for all the inspiration and all the great laughter and entertainment and fun. Oh, my goodness. Pee-wee Herman, there will never be anyone like Pee-wee Herman ever again. So
Never.
Rest in peace, Pee-wee Herman. Right?
Yes.
Right. That's all I have to say about that. Do we have anybody else that wants to ask the Dead Skeleton a question before we go?
About Pee-wee, about Steve,
Pee-wee, about Steve.
about Scary Larry.
I think I showed all my good stuff here. I showed all my action figures. I showed the videos. I showed the photographs. Anybody want to know anything? Let me know. Let me know. Do you got any good stories about Pee-wee?
The only story was when we went and saw him at that.
That's right. You know what?
screening
You
for
can
Top
actually see
Pee-wee.
if you look close enough. Hold
And
on. Look
he
at
was-
this.
And I want to show you a picture. if
Look
you
at
give me
this.
a
I
minute.
got something I want to show you. If you look close enough, I can't zoom in on this, but if you look close enough here, where is it? There you go. If you look close enough, there's
Blinking.
Dr. Tube. Look at that. In the shadow or in the reflection
Yes, it
of the
is.
glass, right under there is Dr. Tube, and right next to him is Steve, right there in the white t-shirt. I'm famous for my white t-shirts. It seems like that's all I ever wear around the house are white t-shirts, okay? It's part of I want to be buried on a white t-shirt, okay? Believe me.
I have
Anyway.
a picture. Give me a minute.
There I am. Okay, so any other questions? Anybody in the audience want to ask anything? Esmeralda, you're fielding the questions. What's up? What is going on in YouTube land? How are you doing? Who's that? HCF Paranormal. Yes, the horror collector fiend. Who else do I want to say hi to? Should
I just want to show this picture.
I
This
can
is
pull
when-
this up. What?
This
Oh,
is
you
when
want to
we
show
went
something
to
up.
the screening, and it says Pee-wee's Big Adventure when we went.
Oh, look at that. Send me that picture. How come I don't have that picture?
I took a picture of it.
That looks pretty cool. Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Yes, you've got one.
CTR Nitro Fueled Master said, "Do you seen Pee-wee's bicycle in person?"
I have seen Pee-wee's bicycle in person. I don't have that photograph, but it is there's a couple of them. The one that I have seen is at the Hollywood there's a Hollywood museum in Hollywood, And where is that? The second floor. It's not in the basement. It's on the second floor, I think, of the Hollywood Museum. It's the Max Factor building, I believe, in Hollywood. So yes, I have seen the bicycle, and I actually have seen his suit. What are you doing?
There's the same picture.
What
like
is
you
that?
had.
Oh, you got the full picture.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. You took that
I
one?
took that one.
Zoom in on that. I've never seen that version of it.
Does somebody own his bicycle? Did somebody else buy his bicycle?
I'm not quite sure if somebody else bought it, but there is a bicycle. I think the other one's in like Minnesota or Michigan or something at like an auto place.
There we go.
But yeah, there you go. There's another one. Pee Wee
And
Herman.
he's winking too. Remember?
He's winking. Yep, he made a couple different faces. He made one where he was kind of like, "Arr," and then he went like smile. I showed the smile one, but there were multiple pictures. He was so cool. He gave me multiple pictures for my Facebook, Instagram, or whatever was around. I think it was MySpace.
I think it might have been.
It might have been MySpace back then. What was that? 2000 and what? 7 or
Even
8?
earlier, I think.
Maybe two. It was definitely.
Maybe 2005.
I want to say no, not 2005. Not that long. I'd say 2007 or 8. And actually, I saw the Pee Wee Herman show at the Nokia Theater when they redid it. Before he went to Broadway, he did like a 2-night show at the Nokia Theater in Los Angeles. I think I might have one picture of that as the curtains were going down because you
When they
weren't
were clapping
you weren't
for him.
allowed to take photographs or videos. But I think I might have gotten
Snuck one in.
one quick one at the very end. But yes, I did see that
weren't
too.
they gonna do a new Pee Wee movie? Wasn't that talked
Well,
about?
there is a Pee Wee movie that came out in 2015, I believe.
remember
It was
he talked
called
about
Pee
it.
Wee's Big Holiday. Did you
Yeah.
not see that?
I never
It's
saw
on
it.
Netflix. You can watch it right
Did you
now.
like it?
It was not as good as Pee Wee's Big Adventure, but it is funny. There are funny moments to it.
Okay.
Joe Manganiello from True Blood is in that one,
Okay,
right?
I know that guy.
And
Not
then
personally,
there's
but
like a scene with snakes, I remember.
snakes.
And then he drives around a little car. I kind of remember that instead of the bicycle. It's a good movie. It's not the best. He actually has this scene with the balloon where he's like, that's pretty funny. You ever see that?
No.
You've never seen it. Watch the movie, yes.
So let's say hi to some people.
Say hi to people. Who am I saying hi to
Hi,
tonight?
people.
Hello, people. People of YouTube. I am saying hi to you now. Xavier D. Allen. Hello.
Xavier Woods.
Kirsten.
That's my girl.
Hello. Pun Perfector.
He's a jerk.
Wait, no, Pun Perfector's not a
You
jerk.
don't see all the comments. he's
You're
saying.
just jealous because Pun Perfector is a little bit funnier than you.
I'm the funniest.
He's got better comebacks than you do,
I'm the
Scary Larry.
funniest.
You're not the funniest.
Yeah.
Christina Payne, how are you today? CTR Nitro.
By the way, everybody.
Mr. Crispers.
Crispers.
How are you doing, Mr. Crispers?
By the way, everybody, Chelsea Kelty. I know who it was. So
You know who Chelsea Kelty is?
Yeah.
Hold on, stop the press.
I sent you.
Wait, you tell me that in a moment. Let's say more shout outs. Sergio who? Sergio Martinez, welcome to our show. Arcade Pop, how are you doing? Benjamin Ramos, how are you? Puppet World? Johnny Knight?
Johnny Nitro.
Who else? Alan Boy? 2005, is that with a B-O-I? Yeah. Alan Boy, yes? Who else? Voodoo GP?
GP.
Kenneth Bird, the bird is the word?
Bird is the word. Everybody talking
is the
about
funky
bird.
chicken here?
Bird is the word.
James Goosebumps, have you seen Funky
Have you
Chicken?
heard of the word? Do you know the word?
I know the word.
Pun Perfector. My question is, was Jason's mom a stunt double for Francis and Pee-wee's Big Adventure? Whereas she was also used as a Tyrannosaurus prop in the movie as well.
Was okay.
Wink face.
Okay, proctologist Jason, come out here. Come out
No.
here. Yes,
No.
proctologist. Rob has summoned you. Okay.
No.
Was your mom a stunt double for Francis?
Your mom was.
My mom was not. No, she was not.
Francis.
Where's Francis?
I
He
love
is
it.
busy. Busy doing what?
He's negotiating for that bike.
No, he's having his bath, remember?
Yeah, the
He's
bath.
busy taking his bath. Oh, really? Where are they hosing him down? Right? Do you remember that? Yes.
Yes, of course.
Oh, one of the greatest movies of all time. Who else said hi? That's about it.
That's okay. We had a good group of people.
Thank you to all. We didn't announce this, so this is kind of like an impromptu get-together, a gathering, if you
And
will.
hey, aren't we going to go in a few weeks and go to the Cabazon Dinosaurs?
We are. We're going to go back to the Cabazon
by
Dinosaurs
November for
because
sure.
I believe that they painted
The dinosaur.
one of the dinosaurs as Pee Wee Herman. He's got the Pee Wee Herman suit and tie. So make sure you check out that video when we get around to doing that. The Dead Skeleton works at a snail's pace, okay? I'm really good at doing shorts, but it takes me forever to edit
What
our
would
long
Pee Wee Herman look like as
our
Minesweeper?
long form content. What?
What would Pee Wee Herman? God bless you.
What would Pee Wee Herman look like in Minecraft?
Minecraft. Bless
Oh,
you.
I would love to know. Why, are you okay, Esmeralda? Do you
Your
have
hat's
allergies?
delicious.
My hat's delicious?
Yeah.
Less filling, tastes great. Okay, stop eating my hat, Scary Larry. Well, thank you, everyone. What? Stubby thing to do. Why do you invoke the name of Stubby? Why do you gotta give
I got
that
one
guy a
more
hard
joke. Hold
time?
on.
You've got one more joke.
Hold on.
Yes.
Hold on. I want to say it right.
All right, say it
You
right.
keep talking.
Keep it a nice joke. Do you have any nice Pee Wee Herman jokes? Come on.
Might.
You might or you might. Come on. You have to have a good one.
Give me a minute. Keep talking.
I don't have anything else to say. Actually, do I have anything else? I showed you my mask, right? Check this out. Pretty cool Pee Wee Herman mask. I believe this is the original Pee Wee Herman mask from 1985 or 86. If you wanted to be Pee Wee Herman on Halloween, this was the mask for you, right? I can be Pee Wee Herman right now.
Why did Pee Wee Herman win the annual bass fishing contest?
Why did Pee Wee Herman win the annual bass fishing contest?
Because experts say he was a master.
Okay,
baiter.
shut up. What is Scary Larry? I'm never putting you in charge of the jokes again. You're horrible.
What do
Horrible.
John Wilkes Booth and Pee Wee Herman have in common?
What? I don't know. What? No. Don't. I don't even want to know.
okay.
No. I don't. John Wilkes Booth?
They both shot someone.
Would
in
you?
the
Okay,
theater.
stop it.
Heyo.
Stop it. What is wrong with
Pee
you?
Wee, we love you.
We
and
do love
know
you,
what?
Pee Wee. He's
It's
joking.
it's all in fun. And I'm sure, and you know what? Like I said earlier, when he came out for the MTV Movie Awards, he got a standing ovation.
That's right.
and
Everybody loves
forgave
Pee Wee.
him and-
He was a great actor. He was one of the best comedians of
Yeah,
our
he even
time.
did some
People will
serious
look
movies.
back at him and his career in fondness until the end of
he
time,
even did
okay?
some serious movies.
You're right. He
Yeah.
did serious. He was in Buffy the Vampire
Buffy,
Slayer. He was in
Buffet.
Blow. He was in not making a good case for.
Whoa.
Yes. What else was he in?
He was in a couple seasons of that show.
He was in.
Pushing
He was.
Daisies.
He was the father of the Penguin in
In
Batman Returns.
And that was a serious role,
He was the spleen in the Mystery Men movie.
right?
What else? The spleen. Yes, he farted every time you pull his finger. He farts. You never saw that one? It's interesting.
Guess not.
He also was in a game. He did a game show. What was the game show he did? I used to watch that one too.
I know he was.
I can't remember what it was called. He was on. He was also on Family Feud like a year ago, I think.
Yeah,
that was
I
pretty
just
good.
read that a while ago.
Look him up. He's got a lot of good stuff. If you want to have a look, if you want to have a really good laugh, look up Journey to Banana Land. Okay.
Jimmy Kimmel.
It was on Jimmy Kimmel. It is one of the
He wore a
funniest
sash
things
and everything.
that Pee Wee Herman has ever done. Paul Rubens. So anyway, I think that's about it for tonight's show, right?
That sounds.
We're
great.
gonna make it short and sweet because we gotta get something to eat, right?
Hey yo.
All right. So everybody out there, make sure you leave a like and a comment below.
Watch the Pee Wee
Become a
tonight.
ding dong. Ring that notification bell so you never miss an episode of the Dead Skeleton Show. And I've got people talking over me. What did you want to say, Esmeralda?
Comment below what is your favorite Pee Wee moment or memory or movie.
Yes. What is your favorite Pee Wee Herman moment, memory, movie? Or comment. Yes, comment below in the comment section. Please leave me a comment. I'm trying to get more people to view our videos, and I think the more interaction, if you like it and you share it and you do all the little comments and stuff, and I'll comment back to you. It'll be a quid pro quo, okay? You comment to me, I will comment to you, and we will raise the algorithm up nice and high so the Dead Skeleton can be exposed to all
And
of
then we're
his...
just as big as Mr. Beast.
I had a good joke, so I could be exposed, but not exposed in a way that's not very good
Please,
to be
there are
exposed.
ladies present.
Yes, but we will have bigger exposure for the Dead Skeleton Show across YouTube if more people comment, like, and subscribe. Okay?
Comment below.
So do that, please. I'm begging of you. I beg you. Please tell your friends to watch the Dead Skeleton Show
Why
and
are you doing that
subscribe
voice?
and make sure they like.
You sound gay.
What? Would you please just stop it? This is my. That's not. What are you talking about, Scary Larry?
You're talking like
I'm
that.
incredibly happy. Shut up.
I know.
Anyway, anything else, Esmeralda?
No.
Live television, am I right? We'll see you next time on the Dead Skeleton show. Oh my goodness. I have to put a muzzle on you, Scary Larry. You are not to be. We need to talk after the show.